All right, this is step-by-step why women pull away in a relationship or when dating, and this is also an advanced breakdown, so keep that in mind. I am breaking this topic down deeper than I ever have before. After this video is over, check out the little gift that I put together for you for summer. I think you're going to enjoy what I made for you. It's right down below in the description. Now, this is exactly why women pull away or why women pull back. What I'm going to do first is list all of the reasons. So the first reason why they pull back is they sense attachment. They sense that the man is attached to her, meaning he needs her for intimacy or he needs her for comfort. That will 100% turn her off. The next is she senses emotional weakness. Now this emotional weakness, this can come through just day-to-day life. Okay, this can come from career. This can even come from just overall stress. If she sees you in a state where you're stressed out about your life, you're stressed out about finances, this will register as low survival value. Now she doubts your value as a man, and now she will typically pull back. The next reason, she senses attachment to lust or to intimacy. Now here's what you have to understand. When she sees that you are attached to that intimacy, dependency, or that lust, that equals too indulged in pleasure. A man who is too indulged in pleasure now lacks the direction of life, and this will lead to emasculation. He lacks fundamental direction. He's indulging in too much pleasure. Since he indulges in too much pleasure, now he's slowly emasculated. Now, the next reason, this is the biggest reason not talked about, okay? Most guys don't understand this at a deep level. The biggest reason that is not talked about why women actually pull away is they pull back to test if you are reactive and need reassurance. This is the biggest test oftentimes in long-term relationships that men fail, or even in the first, probably 3 to 6 months of a relationship when you first date somebody. They will oftentimes pull back to test if you are reactive and need reassurance. Most men don't understand this, and I'm going to explain why. When you get reactive as a man, okay, meaning you are looking for reasons why she's pulling away, or you start to pursue for more information, anything like that. Getting reactive lets her know that you are not a pre-selected man. And I'm going to explain why. All forms of good game, okay, when guys talk about good game, like, oh, that's good charisma, that's good verbal skills, that's a good display of value, that's good speaking ability, you have great social skills with women or with people, okay? All forms of good game is purely just a display in value to signal potential pre-selection or true pre-selection. As you age and as you get older, okay, with age, what you see is women truly only want pre-selected men. That means women only want men who other women want. Okay, so say this with me. This is a man that other women want to be with. That is who women choose, and that is who women decide that they want to invest in, especially emotionally. So here's what that means to summarize that. The popularity contest does not end after high school. The game just becomes different. You start to play a different game. Okay, but with that said, the popularity contest does not end. This is what most guys think, is you think that you get older, you get more mature, and all of that in high school, whether it was, this person plays football or that person is captain of the basketball team, or, that guy is the president of the fraternity, whatever. You think that the popularity contest ends as you get older, but it does not end. The game that you play just gets different, and it now becomes the game of life. So if she pulls back and you pursue for emotional reassurance, okay, it's completely over. Say this with me one more time. If she pulls back and you pursue for emotional reassurance, it's over. What I'm telling you is once you see this for what it is, you 100% have to imitate the behaviors of a pre-selected man. If you want to level up in your dating life, if you want to be able to have options, if you want to make it so that way you can actually generate some form of attraction so you have options instead of just sitting back and whoever you end up meeting is who you end up meeting, you need to imitate the behaviors of a pre-selected man. So a pre-selected man, okay, would never be in scarcity. And I'm going to explain why. There's a few things that a pre-selected man would never do. Number one, that man would never be in scarcity. regarding options. Number 2, that man would never pursue for more information. He would never say, why are you pulling away? He would never say, did I do something wrong? He would never say, what are you going through? He would never do any of that. He would literally just stay silent and do nothing. The third thing is the pre-selected man would never under any circumstances need any sort of reassurance. So I'm going to explain why. Basically, if you go into the mindset of saying things like, oh, baby, what's wrong? How can I make this up to you? Oh, baby, what did I do to make you leave? Anything like that, it's completely over. So why? Why is it like this? It's like this because this man has access to women at or above her current level of attractiveness. Say this with me one more time. If you have a man who's pre-selected, this man has access to women at or above her current level of attractiveness. Because he has access to different options, he has no need to pursue for more information. Because he has no need to pursue for more information, she starts to internalize that fact and she starts to think, maybe there's some value here that I should stay with. So, here's what I can tell you. A woman never wants to know that she is your best and only option. The second that she knows this is the second that everything goes south, and it's the second that she loses respect for you, and she actually starts to become disappointed in herself because oftentimes she thought that you were a pre-selected man, and then the more she got to know you, the more she started to see that you weren't. So this is very important to understand. A woman never wants to know that she is your best and only option. People in general, people are only as loyal as their options. I believe as a man, the skills that you build and you internalize, nobody can take those away from you because you know what you're capable of. And if you've put in work and if you've developed yourself, you know that you are strong and competent and capable. And the reason being is because as I've gotten older, I've realized a few things as I've matured and increased my level of wisdom. So, with human nature and how people behave, people are typically only care about themselves. And people will typically only do what is in their own best interest. Meaning they are only looking out for themselves, they typically only care about themselves, and that's just how things go. So that means your girlfriend that you have, or the relationship that you have, your girlfriend will never empathize with you as she only cares about strength. She's optimizing survival value for the man with the best life circumstance, the best career, the man who seems like he's in abundance with low stress. And oftentimes those things transfer into a man who's pre-selected and has other options. So this is the main reason why women pull away. I've shown you all of the main reasons, and then I've shown you also the biggest reason that most men don't really see, or they're just not aware to, or they don't really have any awareness that it actually happens. So this is why. She wants to pull back to test if you're reactive and if you need reassurance. And what tends to happen is as soon as you get reactive, it lets her know that you are not a pre-selected man. If you like this video, I want you to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out the gift that I made for you. The link is down below in the description, and we'll see you in the next one.